Today, we're going to be talking about something that's pretty hot right now. We're going to be diving into the world of MLOps.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's
specifically,
a good one.
we're going to be looking at professional certifications
Yeah.
in this field.
Nice.
Yeah.
MLOps is,
If you're out there and you're thinking about maybe getting a certification in this space,
yeah.
this is the episode for you because we're going to be talking all about what it could mean for your career.
So last day what I did, I talked about it, one of the things
Installation of
which is,
Docker.
yeah,
Oh,
and creating a containers, correct? So we created a containers.
yes.
Today I'll do a little bit of more work. So what work I'm going to do? So typically if you remember, we have to create a container and then start the container, correct now? And so first you
Yes.
have to pull the image. First, that is the first thing you have to do. Pull the image and then create a the image, create a container, then start the container. This is something which you have to do. And after that, how did we get inside that? Exec, correct now? Exec.
Yes.
But
Exact.
there is a one more concept we will call attach. So these are the things we do. That means attach means will become a PID, attaching to containers. So this is something which we do typically. Pull the image, create a container, start the container, attach to the container. Now these all things, there are four commands are there and I feel irritations. So what to do? Do we have any shortcut commands? So yes, we have one command which is called run command. So when you run, use the run command, you can do the pull, create, start and attach to the container immediately. Let me show you. So here, let me become root sudo -s. Now if you see docker run repeat, that's the image and enter. What happened? Docker is not installed here. Mm, uh, okay, it's my bad. This is my mistake. HTTP, HTTP. I think what is the image name? Just let me check. HTTPD. My bad. So Docker run. Enter. See here. What happened? So see, this was a Linux up to here. Now
Mm.
what you have here? This is a Apache. This is HTTPD. So I lost
Yes.
the
Gotcha.
console. Why? Why? So it pulled the image, it was already there, then create a container, started the container, attached to the PID one of the container. So I become a container now. Okay,
Mm.
so here if
Mm.
I do duplicate session and
Mm.
Ubuntu and sudo -s here and docker psc, one container is running. So run is doing four things. Okay, run is doing
Mm.
four things. These are things. Now we'll say, Rajesh, I don't want to attach to what to do.
Mm.
So we have another options.
Separately
If
execute, I think.
you do not attach. So how do
Okay.
you
Done.
do not attach? -d. D
I
means
do.
detached. Okay. So now you see that if you look at my screen, Docker run -d
Mm.
httpd httpd enter one container, two container, three container, four container. And you see here, now you got five containers altogether. Okay, so
Mm.
we use the run command to create a container and start the container. So basically it save lots of time. Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so now this is the something which you have.
Instead
Now
of
I want,
Apache, if I want to install any other thing, so I need to
yeah,
check in the corresponding documentation and instead of
yeah,
HTTPD, I have to.
yeah, Tomcat, let's say. Just
Okay.
I put the Tomcat and see downloading is happening of the image, pulling. then create a container, start the container, and do not attach. I did it. Now you see here Docker PS. This is the Tomcat. Okay.
Yeah.
So like that. So run is the most frequent command which has been used by all the professionals. Now next thing is I will tell you one fundamental things which you need to remember that all the time. Okay? So this is a physical server. Okay. This is a virtual server and this is the container. See, these all are compute unit. Okay. Physical servers also like your laptop is a compute unit. Virtual servers is also is a compute unit. Container is a also compute unit. So you know what? Physical server is running as long as PID one. First PID is running. First PID. Let me write it. First PID. First PID is running. So this you remember that. Okay. So let me show you something at a high level. So if you see that, go to this task manager, and here if you see, go to the details and filter, sort it out. This see. So what is the first PID after 0? 4. And you see NT kernel and system. So your system
Mm.
is running because of this first PID, which is 4. Got it?
Mm. Yes,
If you
yes.
kill this, if you kill this process, your computer will shut down. So as long as
Mm.
this is running, your system is running. Remember that.
Mm.
Now, same
Okay.
concept we have in the virtual servers also. Virtual server is running as long as first PID is running. Okay. Virtual server. So this is the virtual server right now.
Mm.
This is a virtual server hosted by AWS. So let me show you
Mm.
the PID one. Look at this. This is the first PID after 0 and it's running the init. So that means if this is running, then my VM is running. If this is not running, then VM
Okay.
is not running. Got it?
Okay. Yes.
So, so same concept also we have with the containers. Container is running as long as first PID of the container is running. So how do I see that? So basically you can see that, let's say there is a way to do that. So Docker PS. So these are the containers we have. And here I will see Docker.
PS hyphen EAF, I think.
No, PS will give you running command. I want to see the PID one inside it. So if you want to see the PID one, so you have to run the commands inside the container. Which command? Maybe PS command. So how do we run
Oh,
the command inside a container? Execute.
EXE. Yeah,
Yeah,
EC, right?
yeah, exec. So Docker execute, but in what
Mm.
containers? So I will say this HTTPD containers. And here what you want to run? PS-EAF. This command will run inside a container. Okay, Linux command. And now we have error. What is the error? So basically PS
Unable.
utility, so PS utility is not inside a container actually. Basically all the application related containers image, you will not have unnecessary utility. Okay, let me check with this one, Tomcat, Docker exec, this container ID PS-EAF. It has, see here. So PS it was having the Tomcat, and if you look at it a little bit carefully, this one is inside of the container. So PID one is here and PID one set with this one. So as long as the PID one is running, this container is running. If you kill this PID one because of some reason, the container will get exited. For example, right now I'm on the PID one, Control C, I kill that and container got stopped actually. You see here, Docker PS PS-A, and if you see that here, see it got exited. So concepts are very clear. You have to hard code this statement. If your container is not running, that means the PID1 is getting exited, and if PID1 is getting exited, because of that container is also exiting it. Will you remember this?
Yes, yes. So to get the PID in a Docker, we need to perform PS hyphen EAF inside. Which one? Once can you repeat
Yeah,
that line?
yeah. So no, you want to check that in order. PS
Hmm.
command is Linux command to check that the
Hmm.
you know which process running inside a container. Okay. See that I run this command, and basically this command I did not run in the system. I run inside a container using exec command.
Oh,
So using exec command, you can execute anything inside a container. But last day we
oh,
also use IT option, right?
yes,
Interactive options also. So that
yes.
that is also done.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay. So this is something which we have. Now
Oh,
next thing is uh, we need to troubleshoot the command. How do we do that? So here I would suggest you to refer my this tutorial. Go for this Docker commands. Just type it, and here you have this one. Sorry, not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Where is this command reference? Strange, I'm not able to find out. Uh, Strange, actually. Not able to find out. It should be here only. Okay, let's go to the Google Docker commands and DevOps school. And here it is. I don't know why it was not coming. Okay, so these are the commands we have. Now these commands you can see here also. So you just type docker help, you will see all the commands here. But here the problem is all these commands is mixed together. Okay, what I did, I
okay,
divide my commands, so which is easy to learn. For example, when you install the Docker, then these are the two commands to check the information of Docker and version. Now if you wanted to work with a container, then these are the commands you need it. Some of the commands I already used it. If you want to monitor the container, these are the commands you can use it. And now if you want to create an image also in the Docker, these are the commands you can use it. Okay, so
okay,
some of the commands I'll go for this. For example, cp command. So cp command we use for copying the files inside a
copying.
container. Yeah, so if you see that these are the containers you have. Now what I'll do, docker cp, this file I'm copying,
Docker
rajesh.txt.
spelling is wrong. Oh,
Yeah, so docker cp, and this is the file. Now if you want to copy inside a tomcat, so and then path tmp. So what is the problem? Okay, my bad. The this here successfully copied that. Now you want to see that, so docker execute this container ls
okay,
tmp. See that tmp is coming. So that way you can copy the you know files
fine.
and folders inside the container. Now this command create we covered last session. Diff command is very interesting. Diff command will tell you since you started the container, since you created a container, after that any files or directory got changed, modified or deleted, diff command will tell you. Okay, so how? Let me show you. So the Docker diff, and I use the container this one last to copy the file, right? So you see
Mm.
that here, and now you see these are the directory got changed after creation. These are the files got added, and these are the directory got changed. And if you see Rajesh Kumar is A for added, C for change, D for delete. Got it?
Oh, okay. Got it. A for
A for
add. Oh,
adding.
okay. A,
Ah,
oh, okay. Okay.
yeah. So this is the way you can do that as well. So exec command you can use for running any executable inside a container, which I showed you multiple. With the IT option, you can go inside a container also. This
Okay.
command is very global actually. So this command you can run with the image also, container also, network also, volume also. So many things you can run with it. So for example, Docker inspect. Inspect will give you all the information about the image, which is called HTTPD. See here.
Okay.
So complete information. Just run this and you'll get it. But now I want to inspect the container. So you might have seen me doing it last time.
Mm.
Inspect and this container, and
Owner ID.
and yeah. So network information, environment information. So everything about the containers you here you have got it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Kill command we talk about it. Pause command we talked about it. Port. So port command will do what? So let me show you here. Docker ps, Docker port, and then container ID. See here. So this container you have no empty results. Why? So these all containers are not being port forwarded. Okay. So what is a port forwarded? So see here. Let's say you want to access the HTTP. So
Mm.
Docker inspect, and here this is the IP address. So if I'm in that host, you can access that container curl http dot enter, and it works. So you have this one, okay,
Mm.
uh,
Mm.
accessible. But this URL will not work from your machines. See here.
Okay, because we didn't make it accessible, right? Like that
Hmm.
IP.
So here, what is happening? I'll tell you through image. It'll be easy for you to understand. Now here, what we have, this is the VM, okay, hosted in the cloud. And now this is you, okay, this is you, and you have a public IP address, so you are able to access it. Agree with me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So now this particular machine is a part of the cloud network, okay, this VM cloud network. But you know what
Okay.
happens when you start the Docker? They automatically create one small network. Actually, this is called bridge network, okay, Docker 0. And all
Oh,
the containers you create, container 1, container 2, container 3, this is a part of that small network. So basically, if you are inside here, if you are inside in this machine, you can connect to the each of this container directly. But if you are from outside, you cannot reach to the container. That's a problem because routing rule will not allow for that, and limitations will be there. Are you
okay.
understanding?
Yes, yes. I got it.
Yeah. So what to do? So in that case, what we need to do, I need to tell, hey, I need to create route table. I need to tell, hey, when I'll hit to this IP address, which is accessible and certain port number, you route that traffic to the container because that this host has an idea about the container network also. Correct?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that is something which you can do that. So how can we do that?
Mm.
So how can we do the port forwarding? How can I set that port forwarding and transfer to the container. So
Mm.
if you see that there's so
Using
many
food.
so many containers are there, but this is I'm not going to change. This you can
Mm.
destroy the container. I'm going to do
Mm.
some changes
Kill kind.
for
Oh,
no new containers I'm creating. So
okay.
here Docker run -d http d. Are you okay with it?
Yes, yes. Yeah. So we're
Yeah.
creating a new container and we're detaching it. That's it. Okay.
Ha. But this
Okay.
container I want to be port forwarded also. So what
Mm.
to do? So here you have to use -p options. Node port 80, container port
Mm.
80 fix actually. So this port is a container port, which is
Mm.
hard coded in the image of HTTPD. This
Uh,
port number is your custom port on which you want to expand to.
okay,
So
that
if you
can
have a
be 90 anything, right?
yeah, so first can be anything. The second
Oh,
it depends on the image actually, which is
okay.
configured inside a hard coding.
Oh,
Okay, so now this is something which I'm going to run. So look at the difference. I created one more container and here it says 80 port, which is the first one, is already used. So maybe some software must be running. I'm using this machine for various other work also. So
oh,
I'll go for this command created. Now look at this
mm,
difference here. This is the forwarded container where the port forwarding is happening. So
okay.
when you hit the IP address of node and port
Mhm.
number 90, you will get this container port number 80. Getting up once?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So this is something which we have. So you see the difference. These are not forwarded. This is the forwarded. So what to do? How to access this container? So let me go to IP address port number 90, right?
Uh,
Happen. See, I'm able to access now.
oh, okay.
So what I'm doing? Basically, I am doing port forwarding. So this is the
Mhm.
container which is in the container network. So what I'm doing, I am hitting to this IP address of node which is accessible and certain
Mm.
port number. And here I have written a rule using that command. Whenever
Mhm.
you hit to anyone hitting to 90 port, transfer to the 80 port of your containers. So container still running on 80 port, but the port forwarding is happening at the 90 port.
Okay. Got it. Understood. So that 90 number is our custom number that we gave.
That's correct. Yeah. So this 90 number, you can keep it any number, any port number which is available in the
Any
host.
range? Any
No,
range?
this you can keep it anything actually. As long as that is available, you will get it.
Okay.
And this port number is hard coded inside a container image only.
Okay. One question. So, suppose you have one website, okay? You
Mhm.
hosted that website in a container, okay? Now,
Mhm.
this public IP address for each website will be different, right? They won't be unique because it will be assigned by ISPs, right? Now,
Ha.
yeah. Now, when it comes to port, suppose I
Mhm.
kept a port number 91. You also kept
Mhm.
port number 91. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, can we have duplicate port numbers for different websites? I mean,
No,
different containers.
n- not possible no, because one compute unit can maximum use the one port number. Now, probably your solution is Kubernetes. So whatever the limitation of Docker, we have a Kubernetes in that actually.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah. So this is a way you can access the container from outside. Manually using that, you can anyways access. Okay, so these are some of the commands which I want you to spend some time. Some of the commands I've already covered this. Done.
mhm.
So now these are the commands for troubleshooting purpose. So let me
Mm,
show you the demo. So let's say I'm hitting this IP address multiple time.
mm, mm,
1, 2, 3, 4. Now what was
mm,
that IP container? So I think this one was that actually. I
mm.
don't remember. Inspect
No,
command I
no.
did.
Double 000644.
Yeah, so here it is.
Oh,
Okay. So I want to see the see what I did. I want to see the logs of it. So multiple times I hit. See, 5 times
mm,
I hit. So 5 logs you have.
mm,
Got it?
mm. Yes, yes. Got
Okay,
it.
so this is the way you can see the logs. PS command I've been running, so you can
Yeah.
list the containers. If you want to see CPU utilizations of the containers, Docker
Got
stats.
it. Mm.
So you see the CPU, memory, network, block,
Okay.
and many more. So each container, how much CPU and RAM is interpreting, you can see that here. Got it?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Okay. So top command will tell you the process ID of the container in the host machine. So
Mm,
here, let's say Docker top and this container ID. So here you see the host I mean PID, which is contained by that containers. Okay. So these are the some of the commands which you have which can help you to troubleshoot. Event commands, if you want to see the events of the Docker daemon, basically Docker
mm,
server, then we use
mm.
the event command.
Oh,
Got it?
mm. Yes, yes. Got it.
Okay, so this is something you have to practice it, working with
Mm,
the containers and monitoring and troubleshooting the containers. Now, what we have next topic is how do we create an image? Okay, because you
okay.
what I did, I downloaded the image from the
Mm,
hub.docker.com and used it,
mm,
but you are supposed to also create an image. Okay, you are supposed to create an image. So the question is, how do
mm.
we create an image? Got it?
What is the use of creating an image? Like you mean to say that OS image, right? From up dot
No,
Docker. You
Docker
download.
image. Docker image is different. Docker image is the one HTTPD. See, these are the image
Oh,
which I downloaded. If you look at this, Docker
yes, yes.
images.
Tomcat. Mm,
Yeah, so these two I used it, and Ubuntu I used it also last week, I guess.
mm,
So,
mm,
so these are the you can ignore it because I set up a cluster, Kubernetes cluster, so these images are coming.
mm. Okay.
So here, how to work with images. That means how to create an image, how to share an image, and all this stuff. That is the next topic. Any questions so far?
Okay. No, no. I'm clear with it.